Hello Cancerians, how are you guys doing? Here's your card. So, have we enjoyed the advent calendar thus far? We are now, can I speak? We are now entering the final stretch of 2025, and I want to do something special for all of my signs who have supported my channel, meaning every sign gets their own custom read for this event, and proceeding forward, every sign will have their own read for general, shadow work, love, relationship, and then I'm leaving 4th and 5th week for whatever I fancy. Also, housekeeping, I had a fight with a stray cat who came on my property yesterday, leaving my left my finger a little wounded. So trigger warning for potentially, if you catch sight of an only little bruise. I will try not to show my thumb too much on camera, but just so you know, it's okay, I'm okay, the cat is okay. My dogs wanted to shred it to confetti, but I managed to get it out of my gate before it was bruised or whatever. But the cat gave up a good fight. Also, my shuffling might be a little tedious and shaky today, but we will do our best. Cancerians, we have already a first jumper. What are you juggling in your life? Is it worth it? Is it demanding a lot of resources? Oh my. That's a bit too much. Bro, I swear you appreciate, you have a whole new appreciation of basic things like opposable thumbs when one of them is out of service or very much in a bad shape, let's say. Oh, and you're starting something new. Go on that wild adventure. Take the risk. Be bold. Oh my god. Okay. Cancerians, chillaxos. What up with you guys? And I know part is my thumb, but come on, this is my hand works otherwise perfectly fine. Ooh, interesting. Are you okay? So you are definitely bold and assertive and confident, and you are boldly, assertively manifesting someone. Either someone who represents the Queen of Wands, full of extravagant, exuberant confidence and power and regal. She just lights up the room. Or you are entering that stage in your life and boldly stepping into something that you want to create, which is beautiful. So today's spread for you guys will address clinginess and past dwelling behaviors for emotional liberation, and the Magician again for 2026. So yeah, you are definitely manifesting something in 2026. The Magician jumped up twice now. Also, I cannot poker shuffle, so we're just gonna roll with this for the time being. And the Fool again. So whatever you are starting, embrace it. Just go forth and conquer. Apparently you already have laid some foundation work because you are expecting something back. So it's going to be a bit of a game of patience. Okay, you know what? Let's try a bit of a poker just for the sake of saying that I tried. Ouch. Oh, so this is going to be a 5-card spread. I'm just going to lower this a little. And as you know me, there will be a clarifier, obviously. 4, 4 and 5. And we're gonna look at the bottom of the deck, and now you need to make that decision. Interesting. And we have your first card popping back up. Interesting. So, Cancerians, the shell of fear. What protective habit stems from unresolved emotional wounds? Having to make a decision that is fine and dandy, okay, but what's the underlying thing? Structure. Okay, so how do you personally answer to structure and guidance, higher level guidance, higher level structure, higher level commitments, just things that are established long before you came around? How do you cope? How do you resonate? How do you accept or defy? The word defiance pops to mind. So how is your comfort level in the overall? Some rules are set for the well-functioning of society, and you need to make a decision. Do you want to follow those rules, or do you want to go your own way and be a little more creative and going with the flow of your own energy and your own self-being? Because that is the protective habit that stems from unresolved emotional wounds. Has authority and structure betrayed you, or coddled you to the point where you are afraid of stepping out of bounds and you feel a little bit chained to structure and authority and the community, higher level guidance, teachers, parish priest, parents potentially, but more like outside forces who are a guiding, teaching figure in your life. Again, teachers, doctors, priests, older friends. If you are good friends with the local 7-Eleven market owner, that can be sort of a hierophant for you if they give you counsel and advice, especially guiding you on major decisions. Can be your uncle, can be your grandpa, can be a friend. But your protective habit is that now you are questioning authority and you want to make decisions on your own, but you are still unsure on how to proceed. And so, what are your unresolved emotional wounds? Have you been hurt by authority and structure in the past? And this can be emotional, this can be a betrayal. You trusted something in the past and it didn't go as you wanted, as you hoped, as you expected. And especially childhood wounds, like being betrayed or you put your trust in these authority figures, these higher ups that everybody telling you that you can trust them, but then they deceive you, betray you, it doesn't pan out to your expectation, and now you are left with that unconscious, subconscious trauma on you that needs to be healed, needs to be addressed. So let's see what we have for the Hierophant for my Cancerians. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, good luck. So if you can, or it can be karmic too, like a karmic lesson, cycles that you are repeating. Are you like being tugged and pulled in believing and wanting to trust authority and structure, but on the other hand you want to maybe prove them wrong, that you can do your own thing, follow your own path, that you are capable on your own to make that decision that you always relied and depended on them to make for you. Knight of Pentacles. It might be like a slow progress if you go on your own. So that's no longer that almost highway speedy because they have the knowledge to guide you in the right direction. On your own, it will feel slow and tedious, but also steady, also practical, also reliable, and by choosing your own path, you will learn things, you will master capabilities that you didn't know you have or that you doubted because you were always constantly relying on outside elder knowledgeable influences to guide you on your path to good fortune and good luck and good outcomes of situation that you were tackling. So you might want to look into this habit of how you handle what is your relationship with authority and structure versus your own desires to go forge your own path, especially around emotional wounds. The Muri pattern. How does your sensitivity lead to unnecessary withdrawal? And here is you again juggling. So now we have a double two, first needing to make a decision, and now you are juggling conflictual energies and you need a bit of a rest and a recuperation and just ponder things through, see things for what they actually are in your life, the meaning and the weight and the importance that these things hold in your life. Do you want to still carry that weight to juggle those influences, those energies? And how does juggling all of this influence your decision making and your trust in prior authoritarian or guiding figures in your life? Because tarot energy is all linked or intertwined. The more you know one aspect, the more light you can shed on the other aspect, especially when we have repeating sequences like 2 and 2. You can put 2 and 2 together and have a beautiful 4, which is your 4 of Swords. You're retreating into yourself to seek guidance and just plotting and literally adding 2 and 2 together to have the outcome, which can help you see the whole picture for what it is. And the clearer you are, the clearer you are stepping into abundance, into potential new money coming your way, into making that decision that benefits you, profits you, that you can slowly work your way from an ace to a knight to a king and have your independence, your dependability, reliability, and know that you can master your craft and live off of it without having to depend on constantly having to ask other people to guide you in the right direction. And if you're too sensitive, it's normal to withdraw and take a moment, like take a breather to reflect on things, but don't over-isolate. With the Five of Pentacles, is being out in the cold, so like, but here it feels like you purposefully pull yourself out and lock yourself out of social gatherings or having to deal with others because they like trigger your sensitivity a little too much. And now we have the Ace of Swords, meaning with the Ace of Swords you can reach this beautiful clarity without having to cut out people, cut out things that might otherwise be beneficial for you, with whom you still have a little bit of a struggle and a bit of a difficulty maybe complying exactly how the structure is made before you were even here on earth. But if you can see things from a different perspective and just have that enlightenment mode of aha, that's why and this is how, and all those little really pesky details, you will not feel that you need to literally put yourself in a Five of Pentacles, aka either a dire situation or just being out in the cold on your own to deal with choices, situation, and juggling both emotional and practical angles of your life. The clingy behavior, what over nurturing drains your own energy reserves. Small talk, puppy love, being a dreamer. Oh, and now this is very interesting because we have a major upgrade from a page to a Queen of Cups. both being cups, both being water energy, aka your element. Over nurturing drains your own energy. Are you... Okay, so the Queen of Cups is a nurturing, loving energy. But if she overdoes this, she diminishes and she infantilizes the recipient of her care and of her attention and of her loving energy. On the flip side, when she overextends that cup, she depletes herself so much that she regresses to a Page of Cups energy, where she's like not able to sustain and to keep the mastery of her own emotions. So she might be all over the place and not able to focus and direct and protect her own self. So the over nurturing that drains your energetic levels could be either a younger person who is demanding a lot, or you, when you give so much to everybody around you, you are depleting yourself and you regress to this childlike energy. Sorry for that. Where it's literally like you need to rest after this because you are giving out way too much to other people around you. And especially being like a water and emotional, especially if it's in your community with the Three of Cups. I'll be right back. Especially if you... So sorry about that. Holy shit. If you are in a position of you yourself being in a hierophant position of being the leading authority in your circle of friends, your chat group where you can give advice and love and all those good things to people around you, when you give too much, it completely depletes you. And that might explain why you have a conflictual relationship with structure and authority. Because in this scenario here, they see you as a bottomless well of emotional support. You give, but you need to replenish yourself eventually because it's costing you your energetic level, meaning you really need to put yourself in that Four of Swords energy to rest, recuperate, and ponder things. And maybe make the choice, do I want to keep going? Is it worth it? We have the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So one has to temper the other's energy. You have to be very focused on one hand, but also focused on how you want to dispense your energy, your fire, your passion when you are nurturing others, so that you are not depleted, but also not too rush into action to come to the help and the assistance of everybody around you. The release lesson. What self-care boundary will help you let go of grudges? Ooh, especially with the lovers. So this is higher level commitment or higher level choices. But it's putting you in a space of being stressed out with the Eight of Swords. Coming from an emotional set of cards with the Queen and Page of Cups, which is all about communicating love and the small little things, but also the Queen of Cups representing the one that somebody loves or just like a loving person. Your self-care boundary that will help you let go of grudges. If a relationship is over, if somebody chose somebody else over you, just let that go. Get out of your head. You cannot control how other people perceive others and perceive you. You have no impact on their way of thinking and what their heart or their hormones are choosing, picking over you. And the more you linger in this what if and should have and all those hypothetical spaces, the more you are just hurting yourself. So let those grudges go. Things happened and karma will knock on everybody's door anyway, so it's nothing you can do about that. So something for my Cancerians, please. We have the moon. Oh, so do not let uncertainty and fears cloud your beautiful spirit, but also take you down the wrong path of holding on to grudges for the sake of really just, letting that spite fester in you. And as I say that, we have the Sun card, which counters the moon, literally the total opposite. Sheds a light on the situation, pulls you out of that Eight of Swords stress, anxiety, energy, like when you feel trapped in your own head. And with the Sun, you're going to this beautiful place of just happiness and blissfulness, carefree, everything's go. So let go of grudges and you will be happy. They are not worth your time, your energy. Stop letting people live rent-free in your headspace. Occupy it with something else, something more fulfilling, something that will literally bring you joy instead of giving you fear and anxiety and festering like the bubonic plague, all those mental traps that you put yourself in because you are limited to all those hypothetical questions that no longer serve anybody any good. The new path, and this is funny because your clarifying card is literally the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from something that has been a lot of emotional investment in, but also a whole new path. As you can see, the character is walking towards a little uphill on those stairs to reach something beyond what is depicted in the card. So beyond that path, beyond that mountain, there will be something beautiful, gratifying, and let's see what the other card is. I completely forgot. Holding on. Do not hold on to things that are overburdening, excessive, useless, reach their due date, and are expired. You are not doing yourself any semblance of service by doing that. What open-hearted freedom awaits beyond defensive shells, which Four of Pentacles can be a little defensive as you're holding on to something, not letting things out. If it's communication, holding on to your money, your security, your stability. But also with the Eight of Cups, it's not letting go of all those beautiful cups in which you have invested a lot of emotionality, but you really should. With an open heart, you are walking away from those Eight of Cups, you walk towards that new Ace of Cups, and with that you will reach the Nine of Cups, and eventually the Ten of Cups. So see from the flip side of what the card is. Yes, holding on in certain situations is necessary and good and positive, but when it's something heavy and toxic that is causing you anguish and stress and just fears, you really want to drop that weight and move to a new direction, which has a potential of being fulfilling, happy, and just feel good. So drop a little bit of your defensive shells. Realize that you can drop things that no longer serve you, no longer making you feel good. And so you can walk a whole new path to find fulfillment. So something. And as I was saying that, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate happiness, aside from the Sun, and the Ten of Cups, which is the emotional jackpot. Here you have a chance of building your legacy, having a stable family, having your own house, having money, comfort, luxury. If you walk away from if you let down your defensive walls just a little bit. With the King of Swords, you have the ability to strategically plan for this Ten of Pentacles, and with the Six of Wands you will get the bonus recognition, acclaim, good news, celebration and victory, that you did that for yourself by your own means, maybe with a little bit of help from structure, authority and guidance from others, but mostly your own work, your blood, sweat and tears, your patience, your dedication, your commitment, your hard work, your ability to assess information, to transmute information into something practical through communication and through hard work and through your own power, your own determination, your own dedication to whatever this is for you. So Cancerian, it's a pretty good read to what to drop in 2025 and how to move into 2026. I will leave the questions obviously in the description box below so you can reflect on these on your own. And we will go with the oracle cards. This is an unnamed deck that I got off Temu, and we already have something interesting. So just like an old airplane and a house on the tippy top of Mount Bullshit. Sorry, it's like a very isolated house, which I think this goes back to your unnecessary withdrawal. That house on the very top of that very lonely, hard to reach mountain. And with the other one, it's a sense of being bold, being daring. If you have an idea, if you have a project, a craft, an inspiration, just try, and you never know where it can lead you. Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, acclaim, success, victory, stability. You will be the one who will invent literally the next flying device that millions of people on the planet will utilize. But you need to get out of your self-imposed confinement, self-imposed sense of being a recluse because you are shut in, because you withdraw from others. Yes, to protect your energy and your emotions, but there are more productive ways, more healthier ways to protect your boundaries and your emotions without having to live in that tiny little house at the very, very unreachable tippy top of that mountain. Lastly, I'm gonna take one card from the Fox's Journey. And isn't that cute? The Pact. So this is number 36 if you are into numerology. 3 and 6, one doubles the other. And 36 here is the Pact. Soul contract agreement. So this could be back to your Lover's card here. A sacred alliance is forming. Honor the energy exchange, but not at the cost of your own cup being completely depleted. Be wise, be mindful, be cognitive of how much you give and how much you receive in exchange. It has to be the same or equal value in some aspect so that both are on the same page and both are profiting from the energetic exchange. Cancerians, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for having been here with me. Thank you for allowing to read for you, and I will see you in 2026. Love you, and thank you for supporting my humble little channel. Ciao, ciao.